Alex, we're back with another agent introduction.
Yes, sir.
This one is very special for me, actually, because I've known this person for quite a while now. And without further ado, let me go right into it. Steve Santaniello. I've known Steve for 10, 12 years now. He actually knew me, Alex, when I had no goals in life. So thanks for not giving up on me, Steve. Introducing him to the team, I just want to say that we're very happy to have you on board, that we're very excited. You have so much to bring to the table, to us, to the people who work here, to the people who work with you. If you don't mind, just a quick introduction. Let us know who Steve is, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Who is Steve?
Yeah, thanks for the intro. I'm Steve Santaniello, realtor now with you guys. My background, I've kind of been all over the place, done accounting, finance, corporate, private, public.
Numbers guy.
Numbers guy, yeah. Even doing mortgages, real estate. So, I've kind of been all over the place, but, happy to find my home and get settled in.
That's awesome. And so tell us a little bit about your journey with numbers, right? So you went to school?
Yeah. So started off going to school for math. The goal was to come out teaching math, become a math teacher. That changed real quick. I just, I was younger and I didn't have the patience for kids then. So
Still don't have enough?
Certain kids.
Your kids are fine.
My kids are okay. So I got out of that, switched to accounting because everybody said that, you're good at math, do accounting, which is partially true. And then, worked in accounting for a while, and long story, but I ended up, accounting basically brought me into finance. So I worked private and public accounting for about 7 years before I got into finance. And I've been probably did finance for about 5 or 6 years after that. So I've been in the corporate industry for about 10 years now.
That's awesome. And then, of course, that led you to real estate.
Yeah.
And the big question is why? So why real estate, Steve?
Yeah, so one of my first accounting jobs was for a real estate firm, which kind of, I had an interest in real estate before that, but that really kind of showed me like what you're dealing with, what your day-to-day is. I kind of got to see a little bit more of what the business was like. And there was just a lot of information that wasn't getting relayed to clients, and I can kind of see that there's a lot of value that could be added. I love the flexibility of the position. I love being able to help people. It's regardless of what people think, it's a pretty recession-proof industry. I figured why not take the leap and join, a great team and a great business.
Awesome. And I like the part that I like the background that you come from, and then operating into the real estate world with the tax and accounting background, because you can offer so much more to your clients, whether single family purchase, the couple gets together, gets married, buys a single family home, and then have a couple of kids, and then the average agent won't know how to give them any sort of direction as to, hey, you want to protect yourself in the future, against taxes, tax shelters and all of that, even exploring some of the loopholes in the system, but also to make sure that real estate remains generational, right? So when you pass your property onto your kids, that you're not getting killed on taxes. Can you talk to us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, that's great. That's a great question. I think I was telling you guys earlier, my family had this issue where, my parents were recently talking to me about their will, and I had to tell them, there's basically, if you guys keep everything in a will, not only are you guys going to pay a ton of money in taxes, but we're going to be hit with the burden once that time comes. So help them set up a trust and convince them, show them the ways. But lots of things like that. I have family members that have vacation homes. I've helped them same thing, show them how to avoid taxes, how they can make money and still be able to enjoy the vacation home. There's lots of different ways that you can just move funds around, move money around, and it's really all about financial planning, but real estate is a huge avenue for tax shelter. So if you know what you're doing, you can definitely save a lot of money in taxes. If you don't know what you're doing, you can face a lot of consequences.
My newest best friend,
Yeah.
Stevens.
Yeah, that's amazing, Steve, that you can bring so much to the table because, and I'm sure I speak for Alex and the rest of our team on this one of the biggest problems that we face, one of the biggest adversity that we face with a lot of these clients is just they're just a mess with their taxes and how they just, Alex says something that it's like so simple but so true. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
and you being able to help your clients with that, guide them in the right direction, so they don't, basically like a lot of these clients that we get, we send them to somebody who understands about tax, like what you need to do. We work with people that aren't ready now, that they're going to be ready next year, and you being able to provide that right off the bat is an amazing thing to the people who are going to work with you. That's a lot of value there. You mentioned about flexibility. Is there a particular reason for flexibility? You don't like the 9 to 5?
Yeah.
or 7 to 7 in the tax season.
Yeah. It's not a 9 to 5 anymore. No, it's just between the commute and it's just such a busy industry, and it's ever evolving with technology. We always thought that as technology advanced that our lives would get easier, and it kind of seems like it's the opposite. As technology is advancing, there's more expectations. So I kind of like the flexibility, being able, I've got 2 kids, 15 and 5.
15 and 5? When did you have kids? You look 30 yourself. What do you mean 15 and 5?
Not even a gray hair.
I know.
They're keeping me young. But I've got my family in Newtown, my brother's in Southbury. You guys are out here in Danbury, so I like to have that freedom where I actually get to see my friends and family.
Yes.
Spend time with them. Pick the kids up from school. There's a holiday, I can spend a day with them. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more family friendly.
Yeah. And I think that brings us to our third and final question in this agent introduction. Tell the audience, your clients, the people who are working with you, the people who will be working with you, what's your message? What burns your heart? Why should I work with Steven? And if there's something that you can, put out there for them, we like to end these introductions just with a message from the person. We know that the change of careers and going from here to there, nothing's ever easy, right? Like any career that you're gonna take, anything that you're gonna do in life, there's gonna be headaches. There's gonna be problems. We like to say that we're problem solvers here because there's so much that come towards our way. But then you just got to pick something that you enjoy, right? The headaches, okay, I choose to have these headaches and not those headaches. It's just, there's a guy named Jordan Peterson. He always talks about life ain't always margaritas sitting on the beach down in Mexico or something. There's so much going on in the world that living the now and really enjoying every moment, like you said, with your kids and everything like that is so important. So if you could just elaborate that a little bit, like a message, and we'll wrap it up with that.
Yeah, I know that real estate is it's an intimidating thing. It's the biggest financial decision that you're going to make in your life. One of the things that I'd like to be able to do is show you that it's not that scary. I can help you prepare for the real estate transactions. I can show you all the benefits, and we can use real estate as an avenue to provide generational wealth, and I think that's really important, and a lot of people forget about that.
Yeah, 100%. That's a wrap for me. You have anything else to add?
Yeah, we're appreciative of you working with us. You're a great asset not only for this team but for this company. You're going to be a great asset for your clients, but you're also a great asset for the team here because every time we have text questions, we call you before we call our own CPA. So that's nice. We can benefit from that. Thank you one more time, and we wish you a much success this year and in the years to come. And in this transition, we also want to wish you the freedom that you're looking for, so you can spend more time with family and all. So, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Cool.
That's it.
Play with me one more time.
This time I remembered.
Okay, don't worry about it because you forgot it. He forgot to record, so no harm, no foul.
It's okay, it's not my mic anyway, it's yours.
Huh?